And you run that there that you have on TV, and then I'll pause here.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
1041.com. All right, we're back. All right, Mix 1041, mixtv.tv, and I'm joined now. And his first interview by the brand new, as voted on by the Board of Education, Director of Schools of Cleveland City Schools, Dr. Jeff Elliott. Good morning, Dr. Elliott.
Good morning, Steve and Bridget. I'm so excited to be here this morning.
When I say those words, what does that mean to you?
Wow, it's overwhelming, but it's so exciting. I tell you, being in Cleveland for my whole life has been a great experience. And so people have asked, why would I want to be director of schools in Cleveland City Schools? And I said, why wouldn't I be? Because there's so many amazing things happening in Cleveland, our community, and in our school system. Our teachers and students are fabulous. And so along my career, I've decided and elected to stay here and be committed to Cleveland. And here I am today, and I'm just thrilled to be here with you today.
Dr. Jeff Elliott, who was voted on by the Cleveland Board of Education yesterday to become the new director. Somebody was talking to a lot of people about this. Everybody's talking about it. Yeah. And one thing that someone, actually more than one person said to me, said, you know what, Jeff is probably the first local director we've had in about 30 years. Is that accurate? Going back to Dr. Yates, would that be about right?
That's about right for Cleveland City Schools.
For Cleveland City Schools.
That is true.
Going back about 93 or so.
93, and then we had a new director that came in with Dr. Rick Denning, and at that point in time, and so yes.
So I guess the question is, so it's been about 30 years or more since Cleveland City Schools has had a director from Cleveland. What does that mean to you?
Well, I'm honored and humbled at the same time. I appreciate the board yesterday, their vote of confidence and talking with me along through the interview process, and then having the opportunity yesterday when they voted for this opportunity. So it's just I see it as a great opportunity, not for me, but for us working together. And it's amazing. I'm just so excited.
I know you are. Dr. Elliott, let me ask you a couple of things. So now, when will you take over? That like July 1st, something like that? August?
Well, this summer at some point we're in the process of contract negotiations.
Yes, and I am your agent.
So
yes,
great.
I'm going to be representing you.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'll get started then, Steve.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Come on, Jeff. Don't turn on me now.
Have some fun here.
No,
this summer at some point.
So what are some of the initial things that you hope to will be priorities for you?
Yeah, the priorities that we have, first of all, is I want to just talk with our teachers and our families and students right off the bat and really hear where they are right this moment. I've had opportunities along the way to hear and talk with our team in Cleveland City Schools, but I believe this is the time for us to come back, take a deep breath, and hear where everybody's coming from so that we can set a new stage of where we're going to go in Cleveland City Schools to take it to the next level. So my first piece is just going to be, let me hear from you folks, and let's see where we are and take a check on where we are right this moment and then where we need to go. So the first few weeks and months will be to hear from everybody, and then we will be working closely with our board and setting that trajectory and coming up with some great ideas and great plans moving forward.
Dr. Jeff Elliott is the new Cleveland City Schools director, as voted on by the Board of Education yesterday. And, I'll tell you what, let's talk about your family a little bit. Yeah. And a lot of new people here also. So tell us a little about yourself just personally. And then I know as you've been a teacher, you've pretty much held pretty much every type of position in the school system.
Yeah, I graduated from Cleveland High School, so that's a wonderful experience to be able to say that. Being a graduate of Cleveland High is amazing. I graduated in 1989, and then after that I went to UTC, Chattanooga. That's where I graduated with my bachelor's, and I really wanted to be focused on middle-level education, so I had my secondary and elementary certification and began my career at 6th grade at Stewart Elementary School. Wow. Fantastic place to be, and taught there, and then assistant principal at Cleveland Middle School along the way. So recently I've been the chief of staff here in Cleveland City Schools. As far as my family is concerned, I have a wonderful wife. She's a counselor, school counselor over at Candice Creek Cherokee Elementary. She's been in the system for several years now. Was at Ross before that, serving with Miss Lisa Irby, and continued that over at Candice Creek. I have a daughter. She's in 7th grade, Carolyn Elliott, and she is actively involved in tennis and swim, and just finished the musical this past weekend with Descendants. Fabulous job the team and the crew did over at Cleveland Middle School with that. So we're so excited. I will say Carolyn Elliott is her name. Her initials are wonderful, CLE. And so we're all Cleveland. I'll tell you, we're all in on Cleveland.
And I like WCLE, as a matter of
That's
fact,
it.
as Tom Rowland would say. Yeah. Well, Jeff, just a huge congratulations to you and your family. I can't imagine what this means to you. You've just given us your background here in Cleveland. Anything you want to add here before we go, Doc?
Well, I want to say thank you to Mr. Kaiser. He's serving as the interim director, and he'll continue to do that in our transition period.
We barely made it through that, didn't we?
Yeah,
my God,
I tell you. But no, he's done a fabulous job. I appreciate his leadership. Yes, and this is an exciting time just this week in our schools, and we've had a lot of celebrations through our arts programs, theater, as I mentioned earlier, and concerts, and we're coming out of that. And our sports teams are going through tournament season right now and making some good advancements in all different areas. We have an incredible celebration of a student who had a 36 on their ACT, Luke Feldy, and that's amazing. Graduation Friday night at the arena, and I can't miss to say Teacher Appreciation Week this week, and our nurses in our schools too. Every day the things that they do is just tremendous. A celebration is so important this week, but we want to celebrate them every day because every day is incredible.
Here about 8:30, Dr. Elliott, the Cleveland High Hall of Fame announcement. You're a member of the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
at Cleveland High School, and they're going to do their announcement here about 8:30.
So right. That's great. I can't wait to hear who they are.
All right, Dr. Jeff Elliott. He is the new director of Cleveland City Schools. Jeff, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, buddy. It is right now 5 minutes before 8. We checked the